Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. I hope you're all well. It's July the 13th, Sunday early evening, just gone 7 o'clock. It's a scorcher of a day. You may well see some net curtains blowing in because I've got the windows wide open. Yeah, scorcher of a day, and we're back with another beer review. Now, this is a beer I think I've reviewed 3 times in different formats, and I'm going to review it again in another different format, and it's American beer. It's an IPA. It's sort of like a sort of West Coastish, if you like. It's been around for a long time, and I just think it's a really solid beer. And the one we are looking at, I'll hold it up, is a 5-litre mini keg of Lagunitas IPA. It's coming in 6.2% ABV, and the actual price of this, I think, is £30.90 on Beerwolf. I think when I got it, it was 30 quid, but I had a £15 off voucher for an order. So depending on how you want to split that up, wherever you put your 15 quid off, I mean, if you split it in half, whatever the other keg was, I had so much off that, and you can say I had £7.50 off this, and I think at the time, like I said, it was 30 quid, so that's coming at £22.50, which I think, you know, certainly with the offer, is really good value. 30 quid for it, 5 litres, what would you look at that? Still not a bad price, to be honest. It's a beer I really enjoy. I've done it on the blade. I'm certain I've done the can version and I've done the bottled version, so I'm going to be doing this one now. I've not poured anything out of it, so there's a very good chance that when I do pour it, this beer is going to have a massive head and I will probably have to pause it. So I'm going to give the beer a pour now. I'm going to pause the video for now. We'll come back. If it's a really bad pour, I'll just start it up when I'm ready. So back in a tick. Right, we are finally back with a beer. What I will say is the best before date on this is the 7th 2025, so I'm not sure if that's the end of this month. That is what I would imagine. So it's not the freshest, it's got to be said. I have had it for a bit and I've had a lot of beers to get through. This is, I think, the shortest date keg that I've got. So yeah, and it was a bit of a pain to pour. So we finally got something here. There we go. Took about 4 attempts. So beer. Odd bubbles going up in the middle, not massively carbonated. Amber in colour and very hazy, and it's not really a chill haze there. It is how the beer is. We got a big white head. Now it looks a little bit messy on top because I've been having to take a little bit out, top it up, take a little bit out, top it up. One thing I would say with these 5-litre mini kegs, because these ones are pre-carbonated, if you like, they can be rather lively. And something else I will tell you as well, 30 days these stay fresh for, so as good as sort of like a perfect draft keg in that sense. So that was one thing that was worrying me about some of these 5-litre mini kegs. Certainly the standard ones with no carbonation in, really you've got them for 24 hours. They're supposed to be sort of really drunk in one go, unless you've maybe got them in that beer monster machine where you can add carbonation. But yeah, this one, because you get the 30 days in it, I was quite happy to crack it open. Obviously I'm not going to sit and drink 10 pints of this tonight, especially after I've had about 4 anyway. 4 other beers. So yeah, let's crack on. So Lagunitas IPA, American craft beer if you like. We've got the Lagunitas glass, which is what I'm serving it in. As I said, slightly hazy amber in colour, a few gentle bubbles going up. So let's give it a swirl. It is sort of, it's very bitter, like a West Coast, generally. Would you call it a West Coast? Maybe that's the wrong kind of thing to say. But let's dive in on the nose, have a sniff, see what we get. Malty, definitely get a big malty backbone. Not picking up the hops so much. They, you know, they are there, but I think that sort of hop aromas mixing with the malt, so you've got this sweet malt going on, hoppiness. Definitely sort of a grapefruit note going on, and it almost sort of smells bitter on the nose. So let's stop talking. Yes, obviously I've tasted a bit. only taking it off the head rather than the beer. Should we give it a little bit of a topper Rooney? Try and give it a bit of a head. I spent 5 minutes trying to get rid of the head, and now I'm trying to put a head on it. There we go. So there's a few lumps and bumps on the top, but it looks like a decent beer. I've had it many times. I do like it. Let's dive in on this. Cheers. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Really good. Body on this, out of that, is fantastic. Definitely much better than what you get out of a bottle or a can. It's really fresh in there as well, even though this is sort of like date wise is near the end of its sort of date. It's really quality body on it, and like I say, nice and fresh. Got some weight to it, a nice sort of weight. It's not chewy, but you can feel you're drinking it. It's substantial. Carbonation is minimal in there, which again, like I say, when you start pouring it, it's so carbonated, but when you actually drink it, it's just got minimal carbonation in there, and it really suits the beer. Makes it really smooth to drink. Lovely mouthfeel, nice and soft. And I think for me, the body of this clearly comes from that big sort of malty backbone it has. This was just a full-on sort of hop number. I don't think you would have that body, personally. Pardon me, bit of carbonation building up. Let's dive in. Now, yeah, flavours, I mean, like I say, it is getting to the back end of its date. I mean, if you say the best before, and it's the end of July, we're literally just a couple of weeks away. So in that sense, it's not the freshest. It's big malty number, sweet malts. The hop presence has faded, I think, in this. But at the same time, it still sort of tastes really fresh. You do get that grapefruit thing going on in the background. Really smooth, really drinkable. 6.2%. There's no inkling of that in sort of alcohol. Yes, you feel it is a bigger, stronger beer. You feel it in the weight of the beer. It's a shame, like I said, I've left it so long, because I would say the bottles, every other sort of version I've had of it has certainly felt hoppier. So, and I don't think that is down to this being in this mini keg. I think it is just maybe, like I say, down to the date thing, and hops do fade and what have you, so you do lose some of that. That said, they are present, but they're just not as big as what you'd expect from this. But it is also a big malty beer anyway. Bit of orange in there, I would say. It's got that pithy note. Not really getting the pine thing or anything that you might expect from it. But it's still a decent drop. It's still a decent drop. Now, I can't let this last for 30 days, can I? Because we'll be going way past the date then, and I don't think it would last 30 days, to be honest, because I do like this beer. But it's a cracking drop. It really is. Like I say, it's a shame it's so close to the date, because I think that has affected it slightly, certainly on the hop side of things. But yeah, it's a really good beer, and I think if you like IPAs, this is definitely one you want to drink. It's one of them that's been in the supermarkets for a long time. For me, along with Goose Island IPA and this, I think these are two very, very solid supermarket beers with a decent ABV and a pretty decent quality. So let me just pick that up. Lagunitas IPA mini keg, 5 litre mini keg. Like I say, it's £30.90 on Beerwolf at the moment. I don't know where else you can get it, but I think £30.90 when you look at it, you're getting, I mean, you're paying £2, aren't you, for a 330ml bottle of this? So you're getting what, 15 of them to that, 30 quid. It's about the same, but you're going to get a better drinking experience out of the keg. So yeah, this keg gets a big thumbs up from me. Obviously I can't do a comparison with the bottle, the can, and the keg, the other keg, because I just have too much to do. But yeah, if you see it and you like your IPAs, definitely give it a go on Beerwolf. If you've had it before, let me know your opinion. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you again soon on another beer review. Cheers.